Hello everyone, War Angel here and welcome back to the Wales campaign for Medieval 2 Total War. Or if you prefer the Welsh, Helo pawb, War Angel si 'ma a croeso nôl I Medieval 2 Total War ble ni chwarae gyda Cymru. It's close enough anyway. It's been a little while since the previous episode thanks to one thing or another, so I think a bit of a recap is in order. In the previous episode we had an hour-long special where we managed to secure some victories against the English, and we've now pretty much conquered all of the Midlands and the southern England. We've got the Baron Alliance that has appeared down in this corner here at Canterbury. I believe that's the only region they actually have, although they might have taken... let me see. No, East Anglia definitely belongs to the English. So yes, the Baron Alliance has taken Kent, basically. Now, I feel tempted to want to actually fight them and take them for myself, although we're not actually at war with them at the moment. So I'll think about what's going to be happening once we finish this battle that we've got to do first of all. It seems up in Nottingham that Captain Rufus, a commander in the English force, has brought a small army with him to take out Nottingham. Now they do outnumber me over 5-to-1 odds, since Gwynedd Cyflwyn, my general here at the moment, he was really just there to sort of govern the place while I was waiting for the culture to get high enough I can actually replenish some of my troops. But it looks like we're going to have to defend the castle instead. Now, despite being outnumbered over 5-to-1, the balance bar is very much in my favour. We've only got a few cavalry units, the main unit here actually being his general, well, Cyflwyn's actual bodyguard. We do have a unit of Merrynen of Spearmen and some with Enwyn, which hopefully should be a lot better than what Captain Rufus has. Let's have a look. Yes, we've got Town Militia, no sorry, that's Town Militia, that's Spear Militia, that's Town Militia. And we've got a small unit of Feudal Knights. They've also got a Battling Ram and a Ladder. Okay. Now, despite all the balance bar is pretty much in my favour, in fact it puts it at 2-to-1 in my favour, I'm going to try and fight this out quickly by myself. I don't trust the balance bar when it comes to this small numbers, and I reckon tactics may help a little bit better, as limited as you may think mine might be. So let's start the battle.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle!
Now, considering my main fighting unit is going to be my general's bodyguard, as well as that small 3-man unit of Taily, which, if you're interested, actually translate into English as family. I'd imagine this consists of the close supporters, advisors, and even extended family members of the sort of nobility. But we've got this situation, we've got the bodyguard here, and no ranged troops. We have a couple units on the top here, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to try and deal with. What I'm thinking about trying to do is this. We're not going to rely on the courtyard all that much, because although technically, oh, this could be cheeky. This could be very, very cheeky. I could, in theory, just park my butts behind here, sit here with my units, since it doesn't look like the enemy can actually come into the central keep without bringing any siege equipment or that with him. And if I really wanted to be cheeky, I could just wait out the whole battle. So, but we're not going to do that. It feels tempting, but I'm not going to. I think that's just metagaming a little bit too much. So what we're going to do instead, we're going to put the General's Bodyguard on one flank. We're going to put my cavalry here on the other flank. Now, they're not planning to do all that much, but they're not going to receive any missile fire since the enemy doesn't have any missile units. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to put the Revelwyn on the front line here, because I want them to be able to defend against any infantry that come in that way. I reckon my Revelwyn are going to be a lot better than any of their militia, so that's going to be my main reason for doing so. We can also bring in the Merrynen of Spearmen if I feel that Battling Ram is knocking down the gate too much and there's not much action on the walls, because then they have a defense bonus against, well, combat bonus I should say, against cavalry. So it should hopefully work out against the Feudal Knights, and of course I do outnumber their general by quite a bit with my own bodyguard. Once I actually get into position, I think I am able to do so. That's better. Okay, we want to have a nice charge bonus, like range on them when it comes to the charge, since they will get their lances down and actually get a decent charge once they get in. But we want our infantry to basically weather the first lot of infantry, so we're going to do that. And we'll let our towers do some work. I can't see... are they using that ladder that they've actually brought with them? They are. They're slowly moving towards us. Okay, what have they got using it? Is that spear militia or is that town militia? Let's have a look at this comparison. They look a little bit more professional. I would say that's the town. In fact, I'll tell you what, easy thing to do. Why did I not think of this? Let's have a look back at this one unit that's actually pushed in the van. They're town militia, and they've got these tiny little spears, and they've got no tights or anything on. Okay. So if I go back now, just check these out. That's my few knights. They're not on horseback. I think that's the town militia. I don't know. That maybe not been the best comparison to make. We'll wait for them to get a bit closer. We'll wait and see. That's town militia. What I feel like doing is trying to be a little bit cheeky here and just basically charge straight out with my town militia, attack them, kill as many of them as I possibly can before the rest of the enemy army gets in and before they can bring the battering ram against the gates. But we're going to have to be fairly quick about this. My bodyguard is not exactly making the strongest effort. So can we just basically slaughter the unit before the other army gets too close? Like, there we go. We've managed to open the gate. Can we come out? Yes, we can. Now kill them all. This defeat is a distinct possibility. You can say that again. These guys do not have a bonus against cavalry, so my general's bodyguard should not take this many casualties, and we should be able to be slaughtering them like pigs. Okay, the general's coming back in. Let's retreat. As long as I can keep them off a bit, I don't particularly want to engage the feudal knights straight away. I just want to try and draw it off, kill a few people, and then run them back in if really possible. Okay, here comes the royal. Alright, the veteran, charge in. We're going to get you now to do some damage. Since they're not actually... Oh, they're routed. Excellent. Okay, you guys, we want you to come in now and deal with that. In the meantime, generals, you can bring in that side.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
We've killed their bodyguard, like the general like that. Excellent news. That's what we want to hear.
General's bodyguard.
Okay, now we do want to make sure we don't have too many of our veterans getting killed, which is why I'm trying to bring in my general's bodyguard on that. We do have what we got coming in here, spear militia. Oh, we're going to have to be careful now. Okay, you guys pull back here. You guys pull back here.
The walls are no longer ours.
Knights,
The enemy have taken.
Spearmen, I want you to charge in order to help out that bit. And you guys, see what you can do about taking out some of their cavalry. It's not going to be a lot, admittedly, because they've got missile cavalry and they've only got 6 of them, but every little bit's going to help.
Only intervention by the Almighty or a military genius can bring us victory from this.
Defeat seems certain, the balance of force seems faint. Okay, what we need them to do really is try and charge in. We need to keep breaking them as much as possible. Okay, it's not going to be much of a charge, but let's try and do this.
Cavalry.
Okay, I tell you what, cavalry, if you got fire wheel line, as you have.
Spear heavy infantry.
Okay, you guys need to charge in. We need you to do damage against these things. And I don't want my general dying because of the fact that he's getting too close. So pull back, general. My Taily is still hanging on in there. The veteran's okay. These guys are being a bit balanced. I'm surprised that the spear militia are actually holding on as well as they are, considering my troops are better than theirs.
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time for butcher's work.
Okay, great, they've broken. Okay. Situation out here, right. If I have you guys coming in now to take on the town militia, you guys can come forward and break and to kill as many of the spear militia as humanly possible. We've got more town militia stationed outside. There's spear militia over there. Hopefully that wasn't the sound of oil falling on my troops.
Force remains.
Okay. Okay, General, come over here and take these out. You guys come over here and take them out as well. The fact that they get distracted climbing up and down on the tower is going to help out a great deal. We just need to keep an eye on the rest of their infantry. Okay, spear militia's all the way over there. That'd be okay. What we'll have to do is basically try and get our infantry to attack these, and then we'll be able to go after them then ourselves. Okay, you guys need to focus on here. General, you guys can come in to attack these. We want you guys hanging on in there.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat
Stop being
seems
so
almost certain.
pessimistic. Yes, they outnumber us, but we do have a better... We still got a chance, so stop being pessimistic. Okay, you guys charge in here. We need them to waver. They're already wavering already, so we just need them to break. Okay, you guys come over here and see about just distracting them a little bit. Even if it just means them chasing after them for like a couple of minutes.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
That's all
They
we
have
need.
lost half their men.
Okay, you guys can now charge after them. Okay. Infantry, I want you to pull back here just for the moment. Okay. General's bodyguard and the Taily can go after that unit of spear militia and of town militia and basically kill them. You guys, I want you to go after that unit. And I want you to distract them. Just for a little bit, I want a bit of a charge. Why are you guys?
Like cavalry. Charge!
Okay, what we got up here? Spear militia. You guys are back. That's okay. Right. Okay, this is my plan. We're gonna have these guys about to charge in just to try and do a little bit of damage. I may lose a unit of the Verlin, but that's okay. And you guys are going to charge straight into the rear of this unit. And basically, we rely on a massive charge here in order to try and get them. You guys go after the town militia and basically try and kill them off. There we go, we want them. We're still just marching them out. There we go. Give me a nice big, massive damage charge.
The battle seems to be swinging in
There
our
we go,
favour.
we won it.
From such tidings does victory emerge.
Okay, this is great news. You guys go off and continue to kill off these. You guys can finish off as many of these as you can. You guys, we're going to pull you back. I don't particularly want you to suffer any more damage than you might have done. This unit may have to be disbanded. But all in all, we did pretty well. We lost apparently 68% of our men. Now, according to that, that just makes casualties mainly seem to be coming from both the Revelwin, where we lost a little bit more than 3 times our number, and some of the General's bodyguard. But all in all, I think we've done pretty well. We've managed to kill off a lot of the enemy's thing. We killed their General straight off the bat, which was pretty good because it gave them a morale penalty, and it just means now that we can slaughter them. The issue I had with the battle was actually right here, where the spear militia, despite being of an inferior quality to my infantry, maybe because they actually had the numbers, they were able to hold up more, or do more damage to my runs, but they actually did a fair bit. They held for quite a bit. Because of their position, I couldn't get an effective charge on them from the flanks like I was hoping to do, because I had my infantry right on the center here. It was a little bit annoying. I should have actually kept them back, let their spearmen come into here and attack me, but it's one of those things. Anyway, let's fast forward this a little bit, because I just want to kill off a little bit more of their spear militias, so we don't have to deal with them. My Taily skirmishers are in the front back there, just killing off the last survivors.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
It was a heroic victory indeed. That's just what I want to hear. We managed to face an army which was outnumbered us by over 5 to 1 in terms of men, and we managed to kill them all pretty much. They've got 77 survivors. We managed to kill 290 of them and take 298 of them prisoner. We only got 50 men, and each one of them is basically got nearly, 6 prisoners each. That's a pretty good going. Let me just see if I managed to heal any of my troops. My Revenant have managed to heal 9, so they're going to be back to 10. And my General's bodyguards healed up 3. It is going to be a slight issue because I'm worried about what's going to happen with the Taily, but I think all in all that was a pretty good fight. Like I said, I did cock up a little bit on the gate defense, but it saves me having to deal with them later. Now we are going to just execute them.
Glorious victory is ours, sire!
I have to check that fleet. I just noticed that big, large fleet of ships that have just come up near Canterbury. So I need to keep an eye on them and see what's going to be happening. In the meantime, we can fast forward this bit. Ooh, Bounds Alliance. Why are you talking to my people in London?
We have something for you, noble sire.
let's have a look. So, if I remember, historically, the Barons Alliance was a group of people, if I remember correctly, they were actually along the Welsh border, and they were like the Marchland Barons, and they basically decided to declare independence and govern themselves because of how much power they actually had. So I find it quite funny that they've only appeared in Canterbury. Now apparently we have a despicable reputation as supreme power, and we're actually quite poor. The other faction really doesn't seem to like us all that much. But they're only interested in peace. Things the faction is believed to want from yours. They want peace, they want trade, mixed reputation, they're quite well off, and they're enemies with England at the moment. They don't want anything from me, they want all of that. I'm going to accept it.
We are elated you saw it this way. The pleasure was all ours. Farewell.
I might as well make a little bit of extra cash from them, and if I do have to capture Canterbury as an extra objective that I haven't got around to doing yet, I'll just go and get them at a later date. At least I know where they are. They're right here in this little corner. And it doesn't mean I'm going to leave Arundel or London unoccupied in the meantime. Better safe than sorry, you know what I mean? Okay, let's have a look. Who is this? We are the most advanced faction. It's pretty nice to hear. End of turn report. We're actually the worst off military. I mean, yeah, we're second last in terms of military, and Ireland is currently the leader. So that must mean Scotland, Norway, at least, yeah. Well, no, Canterbury's pretty... So apparently England has still got a powerful military, but we haven't seen much of it since we've basically been taking all their production facilities and taken that. But we are number 1 in production in the world, in the map. Okay, it's good to know. We have an alliance with the Barons Alliance, and Gugena Caverna has now got a Chivalrous Knight, improving command and chivalry. Nice. Okay, so now that the Barons Alliance is currently off the table, I don't need my spy there anymore for the most part. I will march you upwards so we can have a look and see what's in East Anglia.
Quietly. I am spent, sire.
Small little army
I
there.
shall continue.
An order!
Okay, let's have a look and see. Okay, we are currently retraining these guys. That's something good to see at least. I can get a few Gwent Raiders. I can actually now get Mailed Knights. It's not quite Taily, but we are getting there. Barracks, archery range, ballista maker, guns. Oh, of course, we can get gunsmiths now because that was another thing that came up in the last turn, so we can actually start getting bombards. Ooh, it's a cannon, so take it for what it's worth, but it could be something quite interesting. I'm gonna add that to my production thing. Okay. So we're now dealt with everything down in the south essentially. There's a couple of units here and there, but all in all, nothing really for us to worry about too much.
At your service.
You're making me 53 florins a turn. Okay. So yeah, the south has pretty much been conquered. We now need to focus our attentions on the eastern counties over here, and then we can march upwards in order to take off the final English ones from here. And then, as I said before, we'll then sail across to Ireland, where England seems to actually be making a bit of headway in some of the Irish provinces. Maybe not for long, considering that Ireland apparently is the leader at the moment military-wise, but it'll be interesting to wait and see. We've got another Welsh merchant
At your
here.
service.
How much are you making me? 23 florins. It's not really a lot, is it? Let's be honest. Is there any other trade resources I can get in the meantime? 35? 20? 25? 8? What about here? 18? 35? I'll tell you what.
Journeying onward.
Let's march over here instead. You can get access to a little bit more then.
At your service.
You're making me 26 a turn because this isn't 128 a turn even.
At your
That's okay.
service.
Right. So what we're going to do, I basically need to start bringing my armies up. I do want to try and eliminate any English armies that still seem to be scattered around in my lands. So for example, we have, well, we got English forts. I'm not cared too much about those, but we do have like a small army here in the English fort. We've got another one just here, and one on the way then towards the capital for this province. Okay. Where's my main armies? It's been a little while, so you have to bear with me a second. Alright. So what, we'll get a couple of spear units for you, better safe than sorry. Now, something I do vaguely remember, did I not been able to get something like a citadel, one of my main buildings here in Wales? It's not Cardiff, that's a castle. Is it this one? I'm sure the numbers should have added up by this point, because once you get to 4,500 and it works up, I think it's Carnarvon? Let's have a look. Ah, here we are. Yes, I can upgrade to a citadel now. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, but I think it was 9,000, did it say? Let's see. Yeah, it's 9,600 that I need, and I've only got 5,000 for him. We will make the money next turn, in fact, if I don't spend a penny now, but that's not going to happen, let's be honest. Okay, we need to first of all eliminate that small English fort here, and then we can start marching an army up there. We've got the main army here, haven't taken Oxford, so I did want to try and get some training done for here first. Let's see, let's get... If I take you guys... And I had the option to retrain, did I? English Heavy Billman. Yeah, I'll do that. So let's pop you here. I'll leave it one turn for this army before I bring them up to attack that little fort. Did I have an army elsewhere, though? I do have this one here, in fact. Prince David, my faction leader, was on his way to attack the Barons Alliance, but we're going to change his path instead. We'll move him up towards the English fort up here, so we can attack that next turn. But what I'll do, I'm going to give him one of my catapults.
My lord.
No, we'll keep the better one with us. We'll move this one.
As you wish. Merging armies, my lord.
And yeah, that way then he can march up to here and attack it straight away next turn. We've got
Command me,
this
sire.
army here, although I don't like the fact that you've basically just got a unit of peasants. What have they got in the settlement? They've got Prince Davy, the faction heir, and an unknown unit. I'll tell you what,
Orders.
you move back to London.
Yes.
I don't particularly want that unit there. Gwent Raiders, since you're not being replenished, are you? You can retrain the peasants. Okay, what we'll do with you guys, we'll move you up to join up with this army.
Combining forces. They're dead
the
once we breach the walls, sire.
Yeah, we'll get that. Oh, we can't get two of those. Get that, and now we'll just get a bunch of ladders. There we go.
Patiently awaiting to breach and butcher, sire.
What have they got now? Unit Sherwood Archers and Prince Davy. I think that should be a pretty easy battle to do. So we'll do that. You guys need to retrain. I think that's really everything we needed to worry about this turn. Okay, we got a small rebel brigade starting
you
here.
are not my liege.
So let's hire another spy. You can never have too many. We'll get another merchant as well, just in case. Oh, you blockaded me. Sucks. Oh crap! I actually lost track of how long when I actually started recording this. I think it was it's now coming up to the half-an-hour mark, but I'll play an extra 5 minutes. We'll just get through this turn, and then we'll see about ending the episode for now. So we've got a Thief Guild that can be built in Montgomery. I've got 1,000. I'll accept that. Kind of handy. We've now got all these improvements and construction bits done. London is now finished building its gunsmith, so we can now actually get access to the bombards. I'm going to give it a go. Why not? But now we should hopefully start seeing a nice little bit of income, since we now got extra ports and that coming in as a result. Got a few more retrained units, a few more diplomats and things, so we'll start sending them off. We got a merchant.
At your service.
That's going to give me a bit more extra boost. What I would like to do is actually get rid of this guy.
Whose business shall we take then, sire?
It's going to be pretty poor chance, 23, but he is guarding a resource that actually makes over 200 a turn. So I would like to try and take that if I can. You know what? Let's
Shall I
risk it.
deal with the competition, sire?
Okay, let's
Going
risk
all
it.
out for
What's
their
the worst that can
assets,
happen?
sire.
Alright, we're going to send you over here to start this army. What they got? Longbowmen, spear militia, arch militia, and mailed knights. I could have swore I had something there myself. Oh well. Let's move you now up to
With
here.
discretion,
you can keep an eye out.
sire.
I
Keep an eye
shall
out for spies
continue
as well.
tomorrow, sire.
I want to have a rough idea what's up there. in the
An
north,
order.
So, let's do it for now. Attacked. Bands of Power, very much in my favour. They've got 1 unit shared with archers and Prince Davy. We're just going to auto-resolve this, and we shouldn't take too many casualties. Oh, we lost 17 men. That's fine. Because of the balance bar and how it works
Victory!
sometimes, I am a little bit
Nothing
hesitant
can
about
stop us, sire!
doing auto-resolve.
Victory!
Because you get some
These
really weird
people
results.
now kneel before us, my lord.
For those of you that have played Empire Total War, you know exactly what I'm talking about when you have unexpected, unexpected, auto-resolves happening out just for some reason or another. Okay, Spear Militia
Sire.
has been done. We can't retrain any more of my people here, so we're just going to take out the
Orders.
whole army apart from that 1 unit. I feel tempted to actually try and go after that English fort with this guy, but my faction leader, we're just going to move over to the fort. So we can take... No, let's start moving you over here, in fact. You'll take a couple of turns, but you'll be fine if you can get
Command me, sire.
there. You can move up to the English fort and attack next turn, it seems. Merciless Mauler. Inconspicuous. That's good to know. And we are improving in our military might now, but we're still one of the worst ones on the map. I know it sounds impressive when it says I've got a 5, but basically I've only got I've only got basically the equivalent. There's only like 6 factions on the map. There's the Welsh, the English, the Scottish, the Norwegians, the Irish, and the Barons Alliance. So since I'm number 5, it means I'm second last. It's shocking. Okay, can I get any decent ships anywhere? And Carnarvon anyway. Cogs. Just started thinking about maybe getting a few ships to try and get rid of some of the English ones I've been dealing with. So I
Can
don't
you
have
not tell
any navies at
friend
the
from
moment.
foe?
But it's going to cost me money. That's good. We'll get 2 units from here. We can get a full bunch from here. And then we can bring them up. 5 ships should be able to take on there too, reasonably easily. Still got plenty of trade going back and forth. That's fine. Yeah, you guys are okay. Block 1, you'll be able to keep track of that. Have I got any more agents I need to worry about before I carry on? Let's see. Agents. Diplomats. You're still
Yes, my lord.
up. No, you're up here.
Friends of Scotland, it's good to see you.
Let's see. How much are you willing to offer me for
A
this?
direct and fair question.
Yeah, we'll accept it for a little bit of extra
Well, that was uneventful. Good day.
cash. Okay, we don't need to take counterpoint or something. I want to see more about spies. That was the main reason I went on there. Agents, spy.
Where to, sire?
Okay, you can move. So we're going to move you up here.
Approaching quietly.
And Norwich has barely any garrison. Just what I want to see. Okay. We've got a spy, Morvan of Gwent in the Oxford region.
Sire,
So I'll close that down. We don't need that. Okay, you can start moving towards... No, let's start moving you upwards.
tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
Okay, so now you're moving your way up from Nottinghamshire.
Where to,
You've just
sire?
done, and
At
you're
your
on way
service.
over. Okay. Second turn. Ah, that's where that large ship is. Luckily, it's just a fleet. It doesn't seem to contain any infantry, or armies to worry about. So they're not transporting anyone. It's going to all of a sudden appear in my back garden. Very annoying if that happens. Okay, guys and girls, I'm going to leave the episode here. So in the next episode, we've got 1 or 2 battles that we're going to be facing. We've got my army here, led by Prince Daviv, attacking an English fort in the forested area here. Once that's been taken, I can start considering moving them up north. Probably try and take out these individual units like here and here as much as I can. I could actually take the garrison
You are
from...
not
oh, no.
my liege.
That's a pretty decent force. I don't think my unit here in Chester, which consists of Welsh militiamen and some units here, are not going to be the best, although I could always overwhelm them, I guess. We're going to be taking Norwich as well, and we'll deal with them. We've got...
At your service.
thing. I would like to try and take out this area here, and then we can just focus all our attention up in the northern areas. Not take their current capital as well. We've only got a few more provinces, and we'll be able to basically conquer England at this point. And we'll have to go over and oust them from Ireland before taking the battle to the Irish. So that's the general plan, but that will happen in the future. For now, hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.